shown on the screen is the track of Auring from the time it was detected as a low pressure area last Wednesday, February 17, outside of the Philippine area of responsibility west of Mindanao, is intensification to tropical depression, tropical storm, and severe tropical storm while it approaches our landmass, and it's weakening back to the low pressure area when it made landfall at Batag Island in northern Samar yesterday at 11 o'clock in the morning. As of 8 o'clock this morning, that LPA dissipated somewhere near Infanta, Quezon. The highest wind signal issued was last Sunday at signal number 2, with a wind speed of about 65 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 80 kilometers per hour. Now, on the monitored effects shown are pictures of flooding in Caguay, Surigao del Sur, flooding in San Agustin, Surigao del Sur, and aerial view of the flooding in Tandag City. And the National Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council monitored a total of 16 incidents, mostly flooding, in 5 regions, and most of these were in Caraga region. Auring affected a total of 29,000 families, or 112,734 individuals. We had 1 casualty, a 6-year-old child due to drowning in Clavera, Surigao del Sur, 4 missing and 2 injured. The missing are 3 of these are fishermen who ventured out to the sea in Bisli. And we also monitored 240 houses damaged. 60 of these were totally damaged and 180 partially damaged. 12 road sections and 1 bridge were affected in 5 regions, but 7 of these road sections are already passable. 42 domestic flights were cancelled, and sea trips were likewise cancelled, resulting to the stranded of 3,120 passengers. Now, our preparedness measures. We conducted last February 17, the moment immediately after Pag-asa alerted the operation center of the LPA outside of the Philippine area of responsibility. And we also took advantage of the NDRRMC full council meeting last 19 February to inform the council of our preparedness and updates on Auring. And the regional and local DRM councils also initiated respective pre-disaster risk assessment meetings. We issued a memorandum to NDRMC member agencies, RMCs, and local government units for their preparedness against tropical depression Auring. And various regional disaster risk reduction management councils, so areas likely to be affected, as well as DILG issued directives for preemptive evacuation and other preparedness measures for LGUs in accordance with the operations list. And we also issued a memorandum to the members of the response cluster for to be on standby alert for possible activation and operations. And seeing during our risk assessment meetings that Caraga will be heavily affected by Auring, DSWD prepositioned or augmented their relief goods here in Caraga with goods from nearby field stations in Mindanao and the Visayas. We activated our emergency operations centers at the national level and regional level. We issued 16 emergency alert and warning messages to all cell phone subscribers through the telcos Globe and Smart. 9 of these were red rainfall warning, while 7 are orange rainfall warning. And next slide. One of the main highlights of our preparedness is the conduct of preemptive evacuations. And the local government units were able to preemptively evacuate 18,996 families or 69,682 individuals from 6 regions likely to be affected by Auring, and most of these were carried out in Caraga, as shown. Caraga region evacuated 13,744 families or 52,000 individuals. The SWD already started giving out relief goods, and immediately DPWH conducted clearing operations of affected road sections and bridges. Our uniformed services, Armed Forces of the Philippines, Philippine National Police, Philippine Coast Guard, and Bureau of Fire assisted the local government units in the conduct of preemptive evacuations and rescue operations, as you know. And for our next steps, one is the need to sustain relief operations in areas heavily affected by Auring, with the local government units in the lead and supported by national government agencies concerned with augmentation of resources. And we are asking the local chief executives to coordinate these efforts with the regional disaster risk reduction and management councils and agencies that are members of these RTMCs. Also, we will be assessing the extent of damages, losses, and needs, as well as interventions needed. That's all for now, Mr. President, on the update on Auring. Thank you.
Thank you, po, Undersecretary Hallen. At this juncture, may we call the Secretary of National Defense, Secretary Delphine Lorenzana, to introduce the President.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
You know, as always, the early warnings in a typhoon typically says that it's a big one and it's a severe one. So, kaming mga trabahante sa Manila, nagahuwat ang pordong ano sa aming makalupad o makaanhe, either by boat or by whatever, makita na ko ang sitwasyon. It turned out that it is not so bad at all. Naigamay mga danyo sa gitna ko sa taas, but I think over time, nature would take its course and we can repair it. Ang importante dere is ang pagkaon sa katong igo sa bagyo. So I'd like to ask General Hallan and Secretary si General Bautista, I'd like to ask him how's your stock? How's your inventory here? Mayroon ba ito whether some forward
Mr. President, with your permission, just to give you an overview of the initial interventions of the DSWD. Apparently, initially, we provided 3,500 family food packs during the typhoon for the beneficiaries of Maharihatag del Sur and Tandag Surigao del Sur. Some of the family food packs were strategically repositioned in a way that any municipality or city that necessitates immediate assistance, then we tap the nearby warehouse, Mr. President. Other than that, there were 15,000 family food packs that were prepositioned here, wherein 8,000 were already in the field office of Caraga, and 7,000 family food packs will be arriving. They're expected to be here, 8,000 as mentioned, nandito na po, Mr. President. Yung 7,000 expected to arrive here in field office Caraga by tomorrow. They were transported by ship, by land, and by air. As a whole, Mr. President, there are 22.09 million allocated for standby fund and stockpiles. When we talk of stockpiles, there are the food and non-food items to include hygiene kits, family kits, and among others. 3 fund is on standby funds of the field office of Caraga, and we have a QRF funds in the central office worth 459.8 million ready to augment in case there will be a shortage of funds of QRF here in field office Caraga. In addition, Mr. President, 3,658 families will be provided with 3,000 per family for cash assistance, with a total worth of 10.9 million, initially intended for the victims of Tandag Surigao del Sur, and for the 673 totally and partially damaged houses initially assessed. For those totally damaged, they will be provided with 30,000 each. For the partially damaged, they will be provided with 15,000 each. So as a whole, Mr. President, we have enough funds and family food packs to support the victims of typhoon, Mr. President.
Let me just ask you this question. How long would that supply last, money and the foodstuffs?
With this situation, Mr. President, we estimate that it will last for a week, Mr. President. Depende, Mr. President, on how the situation develops. The longer it takes, then the more family food packs and cash assistance will be provided. Pero with this situation, apparently we can last for 1 week. Pero ang nangyayari naman dyan, Mr. President, once the field office deems it necessary to augment funds, immediately nagbababa po kayo, Mr. President. Among others, yung mga lateral field offices coming from Field Office 10, Field Office 11, in Mindanao, Visayas, nakatutok na po yan, Mr. President, para whatever transports available, pinupush forward siya, Mr. President, yung kailangan ng field office na victim ng any typhoon or calamity.
I'd like to, we were having a teleconferencing last night. Pinutol ko kasi anyway sabi ko, pupunta ako doon. Gusto ko lang malaman whether enough food and water for the people. during the typhoon. Magtiis ka na lang ng isa. Bibilihan kita ng bago pag birthday mo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. President, we have enough food supplies, and this kind of incidents will likely overwhelm the capacities of the local government units. The Office of Civil Defense mobilizes the various regional government agencies for the conduct of damage assessment to augment the LGUs. And we also have arrangement, Office of Civil Defense has arrangement with the National Food Authority. In fact, we have advance payment with the NFA. In case DSWD runs out of stocks, we usually augment them with rice.
Salamat po. Now let me go to my acknowledgements. Inuna ko lang yung kayong dalawa. I am in the presence of Governor Alexander Pimentel, Surigao del Sur. Sir, I am very happy that you know, many years ago when I was a young man, mahilig ako maglipad dito sa Tandag, pati sa, when I was flying, I was building my flying house. Itong Tandag, paborito ko itong pupuntahan din. Problem with this area is nagsasara yung clouds. You have to fly early, go home early. Because nagsasara. And I was about 16 years old then. Very long time ago. So, Mayor Roxanne Pimentel of Tandag City. Mayor Vicente Pimentel III, Carrascal. Mayor Justin Mark Villeneuve, Marihatag. Mayor Jose Bonifacio Cortez. Ma'am, I'm pleased to meet you. Mayor Lilian U. Lusada, Kagawit. Puro babae man. Mayor Jane Valerjoso, Carmen. And Mayor Nobilita Sarmen of Lianga. Mayor Mary Grace Kimura, Madrid. I'm glad to meet you today. Inuna ko lang sila. The pressing problem really is itong pagkain. What I have really experienced all these years, being mayor of Davao City, almost 23 years. So hindi tayong mga dumaan sa local, hindi tayo medyo sanay tayo, hindi tayo dihado. And basta ganon, pagkain, shelter, mga plastic, ano-ano, and tubig. Yan, importante talaga yung tubig. You know, I'd like to tell you a story. Total, maganda naman ang panahon. Kung hindi kami gabihan, at baka magawa mo itong ma-rated or night landing. Nakita mo ba ito? Pasyalan mo nga.
Wala pa ako night landing, President. Ang ginagawa ko ngayon, i-extend namin yung runway. That's 1.4 kilometers ngayon. plano po namin matapos yung extension hanggang end of the year into 1.6. In due time, yung night rated will come. Ang importante lang po sa night rated are yung demographics po ng pasahero. In fact, yung mga airlines ngayon, hindi pa masyadong kumbinsidong lumipad dito because of what they call the unprofitable routes. But it is a chicken and the egg. Kailangan mo bang improve yan para dumating yung pasahero? Or kailangan bang may pasahero muna bago mo improve yan? Ang feeling ko, yung style ng, if I may say, Mayor President, yung China, build the improvements and let the people come. Kaya nga ho, ngayon ho, papahabain mo namin yung runway from 1.4 to 1.6, maintaining at the same time the 30 meters width length. Ito ho, mapapatagdag yung mga aeroplanong lilipad. Pero tama ho kayo, importante yung mapa-night rated pagkat nag-experience po namin. So ito ho sa term nyo, Mr. President, na nung in-increase ho natin yung night rated capacity ng mga airports, lumuwag din ho yung congestion sa NAIA. Tapos nagkaroon ho ng talagang maraming biyahe. Kasi noon, basta tumilaok yung manok, doon pa lang lilipad yung aeroplano. Pag pumunta na yung sunset, tigil na yung operation.
How do you rate this run here, federal?
Ito ho, ang importante po kasi dyan sa night rated, yung number of trips, number of passengers. Ang feeling ko dyan, pag ni-night rate mo naman yan, darating yung passengers, darating yung trips. And that is the position I'm holding right now, Mr. President. Kaya nga po, yung runway na 1.4, may increase namin hopefully by the end of this year into 1.6.
Kung matapos yung matapos yung extension, as you say, kung lagyan mo na ng ilaw,
yes,
an electrical tower,
we'll do that. Ang importante rin ho, kasi tinitignan din ho namin para maengganyo yung traffic dito sa lugar na to, yung tinatawag ho namin approach na hub and spoke. Ibig sabihin, yung biyahe dito sa Visayas and Mindanao, magkakaroon ng hubbing operation. And one of the area being looked into in this area is precisely Tandang. Para maengganyo ho yung mga biyahe ng mga airlines.
Okay, thank you. That's for the information of the people. Nandito si Energy, si Kusig, Secretary Kusig. If you have anything to ask him, he's ready, that's why he's here. Ang tanungin ko lang, sir, sa iyo is are the lines of sa electric restored na lahat?
Magandang hapon po, Mayor, Mr. President. Magandang hapon po sa lahat. Wala naman po na-damage na infrastructure sa energy. Ang naging problema lang po ay yung baha. And majority of all the municipalities, except for one, are already restored. Itong maharap na lang po ang for restoration which will be completed today. Today po.
Good, I'm happy. So there you are, yung mga mayors, governor. If you have something to, if there's anything that you want to improve or to repair or rehabilitate, nandito man si Wendell, the budget. Pwedeng may tanong natin sa kanya kung if we have a contingency plan for that. Yes.
I had a short conversation with Governor and I offered him 30 fiberglass galvanized bangka for every municipality because I was informed by the Governor, Mr. President, that out of 19 municipalities, 18 are coastal towns, Mr. President. So we are giving them 30 motorized fiberglass bangkas.
You give the same to Cagayan, which would really lead me to suspect that Or you are after all running all along?
Hindi. Kasi kailangan nila, Mr. President. And while waiting for the bangka, Mr. President, we will give each mayor an accreditation of 250 workers who will be given an emergency employment of 10 days so that they can be paid the minimum wage in the region, Mr. President. Bawat municipality, mabigyan ng 250 emergency employees. Thank you, Mr. President.
Good. Salamat. Alam mo, wala sa mga military gusto tumakbo. So, ito sila, pinunta ko dito because their role in government is precisely during this time yung distraction. At sa awa ng Diyos, wala naman. Pinupuntahan ko lang kayo dito para kung magtanong kayo kung nasaan ako, at least nandito ako sa inyo. Yun. If you have been to, yes. Yes, all right.
Mr. President, dagdagan ko lang ho yung report for the DTI, Department of Trade. Meron ho tayong mga 12,000 na registered na malilit na negosyo, micro SME. 4,700 doon, natulungan na before the bagyo. Yung mga binibigyan ng puhunan, mga gamit sa negosyo, 4,700. At yung kasama rin po dito, yung mga tinulungan sa mga dating sakunan, nasunugan, sa tulong ni Senator Bongo, nagbigay ho ng pondo para makaabot tayo yung mga tulong sa mga na biktima ng mga previous disaster at saka mga sunog. So meron na rin ho tayong natulungan kasama na dun sa 4,700. Itong bagyo na ito, may 1,000 ho na naapektuhan na malilit na negosyo. So doon naman ho, may assessment tayo para babalikan natin yan after 1 week kung anong tulong kailangan, usually ho pautang o kaya yung outright livelihood support fund. Na puhunan ho ito, yung mga gamit na pwede ng paninda. So, yun ang ibigay ho natin.
I was mentioning the name of General Cecil La Peña, but they didn't make it here. TESDA.
For training, TESDA.
TESDA is very important. With Germany.
Sama rin ho siya sa mga reskilling.
How fast can you give those?
Kami ho 1 week after ho assessment, ina-assess ho sila. Okay. Yung damage ho kasi, awa ng Diyos, hindi po sila yung talagang natanggal yung negosyo. Nagbaha lang ng mga 1-2 araw. Tapos nawala na ho yung baha. May mga na-damage ho na mga gamit, inventaryo. Pero ho, pag binalikan ho yun, pwede na ho silang supplyan ulit ng mga pang-inventaryo nila. Tapos yung isa hong binabantayan natin, yung supply at presyo ng mga basic products, yung mga dilata, mga grocery products. So since possible ho yung road, ayos po ang supply at presyo dito ho sa Tandag, sa Surigao Sur, yung mga naapektuhan. So yun ho ang report sa atin. Thank you po.
Ito yung sa mga achievers, the military also, halos pareho na ang in the cabinet room, kaming mga sibilyan nandiyan, tapos kaharap namin silang puro military. Ex-military lahat. Karamihan sa kanila. Ilang kayo din? Mag-abot kayo ng 12 cabinet members are all military. Yes.
Mahal na Pangulo, ang pagdiwaran ng pagsasaka ay magbibigay po tayo ngayon ng 230 million pesos worth of agricultural interventions for the province of Surigao del Sur. So, meron 3 certificate of award mamaya, Mr. President, na ipakibigay na lang kay Governor Pimentel mamaya. 230 million po.
Is that the document?
Opo. Salamat po.
So, may bigay. Kung kulang pa ang pera mo dyan si Wendell, sige, tawag. Wendell, magkanong how much can you set aside for this particular?
Mr.
Hindi lang dito kasi pati doon sa kabila.
Mr. President, klaro man sa itong kasamtangan nga budget para karoon ng tuig na ang lain-lain departments doon ay ginatawag na kanang quick response fund nila. So kanang ilang ginagamit karon. Una ng parte sa ilang quick response fund, ang Department of Agriculture na nasa 1 billion, ang DILG Bureau of Fire na 50 million, ang DILG PNP na 50 million, ang Department of National Defense Office of Civil Defense na 500 million, ang DPWH na 1 billion, ang DSWD na 1.250 billion. So, dali rin kahit na makatubag tayo sa panginahanglanon o bisan pa sa uban nga departments na sila'y kasamtangan programa nga makahatag po dayon sila gayuda, DTI, DOLE, bisan pa sa DOTR o sa DOE. Sa ito pa, sa kinatibukan, it's really the whole of government approach na gina-adapt nato para dali rapod nga makatubag sa panginahanglanon o bisan pa niya na kung napag yung additional na damages, although wakay ganang makita din kung i-endorse po ni Secretary Lorenzana kaya siya may chair sa NDRRMC na dayon maaprobahan mo, i-release po dayon na po direkta sa mga LGUs o kinahanglan na yun. So makalaom lang ang probinsya sa Surigao del Sur, particular kang Governor Ayuk o sa tanang mayores na naagyot ang gobyerno, nagatutok yun, isagot sa may tabo, kaya instruction yun ng Presidente, unahon yun ang panginahanglan mo sa katawan. Salamat, Mayor.
When can you be back here? I mean, all of you, all departments, I'm referring to all. If you cannot come back here, at least send a representative who can work or who will work. Yes, kasi, Governor, I am a very impatient man. Not because by design, but kung konti na lang kasi panahon na pagka-presidente ko, gusto ko yung dapat gawin na kaagad para kaya ngayon, even in the matter of permits, kasi anong klaseng permit, mining, hindi ko pinapatagal. I just give them 30 days. And there's a very simplified clearances now sa local government. I mean, you must remember that Mayor, and before I became the mayor, the usual, isang buwan, pabalik-balikin. Now, baski anong klaseng opisina dito, it's about 3 days. Kasi, marami akong nakikita. Kasi my father was governor. One big Davao. So, yung mga mayor noon, mga barangay captain, naging governor na rin, nakikita ko dito. Ang tagal yan ang reklamo nila na naubos ang panahon. Considering the traffic also, yan nga ang nagkaano ko. Kaya sabi ko, karamihan dyan one-stop shop na. Kaya overseas, nandyan yung NBI, nandyan yung BIR, whatever clearances you need. There's a table that will take care of your needs in one building. Dito naman sa daan, we happen to be in Manila lately, talagang ang skyway ni Villar, talagang maganda na. And the airports, most of the airports, kaya pahabol natin yung inyo. Malagyan natin ng ilaw muna.
We will program that, Mayor President, and we will communicate accordingly with Governor Pimentel to advise them on the schedules and programming that will be undertaken to improve the airport condition ng Tandang.
Total, kung hindi man nila magamit sa
Ang isa po gusto kong tignan, Mayor President, binahaho yung airport. Normally po, Mr. President, ang airport dapat hindi binabaha. For the first time, itong runway, nabaha itong kwa. Gusto kong malaman kung ano po yung kadahilanan doon. Alam ko rin po na yung baha nag-recede after almost one hour. Normally po, President, basta runway dapat hindi binabaha, hindi nagkakaroon ng tubig. Pero ito nangyari dito, kaya rin binahaho yung runway. Kaya pinapa-check ko sa ating mga technical people ano yung nangyari. Para kung sinasakalin kailangan ho yung pangmatagalang solusyon. Hindi ho tayo mag-a-approach ng papatse-patse. Sabi nila, yung ulan daw ho, 10 oras yata ng ulan, nagkaroon ng gathering of water, pooling of water sa runway. Pero gusto ko ho malaman kung bakit. Yun yung isang tinignan namin kanina umaga.
Okay. So, medyo we have said our piece, ano kayo, Governor, ano ang reklamo ninyo? What needs to be done?
Maraming salamat po, mahal na Presidente. Ang immediate needs ko po, lalong-lalo na ngayon, hindi pa kami tapos mag-rehabilitate ng mga barangay roads. Kasi mostly na-damage yan ng Typhoon Vicky. At ngayon, hindi pa nga kami tapos lahat ng mga barangays, almost 200 barangays, yung iba unpassable pa. So kulang ako ng equipment para mag-repair ng mga barangay roads. Ang highway, okay naman yung sa highway po, na passable na mga highways. Pero yung mga, kasi alam niyo po, puro bundok, yung karamihan ng barangays natin nasa bundok, lalo na yung sa mga IPs, ang passable, yung mga sitio. Yung equipment ko po kulang. Kasi 17 municipalities, 2 cities, karamihan dyan walang equipment yung mga maliliit na munisipyo.
Dinala na sa iba lugar. I mean, the equipment that were originally being utilized here, nandiyan pa?
Yung sa province po, pinapahiram ko sa mga mayors para i-repair yung mga barangay road. Pero kulang po yung team ko.
How many pieces do you have for tractor grader? Ilan lahat ng inyo?
Meron po kaming 5 team. Pero pag dumating po sa isang municipality, inaabot ng ilang buwan kasi lahat nire-repair namin. Dumating na naman yung bagyo, hindi talaga namin masabay. So baka pwede makahiram ng equipment sa DPWH saka konting fuel para
DPWH. Sige, sandali, tanongin ko muna si Wendell. May kwarta ka din? Wala. Bihin mo, pag walang pera, bigyan kita. May pera ka.
Meron naman.
Matagdagan lang sana itong equipments nila. For ano lang. Well, DPWH, but kung may bilhin kami na yung equipments, huwag ninyong dalhin doon sa pang-provinsya. Kung may bigay kami, dito lang ninyo gamitin. Para hindi bugbog. At saka, malawak na ang trabaho pag dalhin mo pa doon sa Let it stay here. and utilize the machines or equipments solely dito para magdagdagan siguro ng ikaw sir, your director, what can you say? You need equipment or you need equipment?
Maraming salamat po, Mahal na Pangulo. Tutulong po ang DPWs, nandito po yung Regional Director ng Region 13. Tutulong po kami, patuloy po kaming makikipag-cooperate kay Governor. Dati na po kaming tumulong sa mga barangay roads. Hindi na po muna namin na i-demobilize para patuloy po ang tulong namin sa local governments po. Kukunin na lang po namin yung listahan kay Governor po. Mahal na Pangulo.
So, hindi naman masyadong mahirap talaga ang gobyerno. Sabi lang ng iba, it's just a matter of communication. At saka kung may pera, buy one ton, masyadong mahal. It would not make us poor. I can buy 1, 2, 3 equipments. Pero dito lang sa pagka yung parang grant national, dito lang ninyo gamitin, huwag ninyong ialis because yung mga roads sa barangay are eternally in disrepair yan. Kasi i-pave mo yan, i-grader mo yan, parang plus, parang lipstick lang yan. Pagdating ng ulan, ganun rin ang that's the bane of ano dito sa mga kaya yung tama yung sinabi nila cannot talk with my yung dito gamitin lang para and if we promise also other provinces doon lang sa kanila para hindi mapalya ng trabaho. Nothing is delayed. Okay siguro yan. But you have the equipments now.
Meron po tayong equipment po. Cluster po namin yung buong equipment ng Region 13, sir. Meron kaming 159 na ready.
Okay. Kindly address the problem of
gawin po namin, Mahal na Pangulo.
So, I would give me a report of what you have done. Just a memo para I can keep track of para hindi makalimutan na you throw it to the memory only. Kaya sabihin na ito na puro daldal na gano'n ng tao. Actually, hindi tayo nakulang. Pera, expertise, nandiyan kayo. Ang problema natin dito is I'm not referring to you, but yung indolence ng Pilipino, magtrabaho dyan sa kalahating araw, tapos and besides, I need the barangay roads to improve the insurgency problem sa lahat. Dito, lalo na sa Mindanao. Di pinakamalakas is Caraga sa Eastern Visayas. Ang Caraga ang sakit sa ulo. So let me address to punta na naman ako sa military. Alam mo, yung mga buang na yung NPA, they are collecting taxes everywhere. Everywhere and anywhere. Kaya may pera. May pera talaga yan. Yung kaibigan ni Bikot, mga yaman yan. They own almost half of Europe, probably. Kailangan ko i-repair yan because itong sa insurgency, Binisaya, dito ako makatutok dito sa aking may isang problema tayo. Yung human trafficking. It's not only the people na with nasa utak yung selling as slaves. Itong mga NPA, kinukuha nila yung mga anak, dinadala nila sa ibang lugar. Kunin ninyo yung bata at isauli ninyo sa nanay pati tatay. Because a child, a minor, should not be separated from the family home. Kaya ako rin napunta dito kasi Mindanao remains to be a problem. Kaya si Castigliones, sabi ko, ang land reform kasi niya covers only yung mga hindi nga agricultural yung government. Sabi ko sa kanya, ibigay na ninyo yung lupa. Lahat ng makita mo sa gobyerno, ibigay na ninyo sa tao. Wala naman yung naka-ano na yan dyan, hindi naman nagagamit. Not being utilized for productivity. Okay, paano dyan sa komunis na? Pag nagkasabit-sabit kayo, sinabi ko na sa inyo, di ba? I assume full responsibility, especially in prosecuting the war against the insurgents. Ulihin ninyo. Pag magdemanda, sabihin mo, huwag mo kami i-demanda. Demanda mo sa Duterte. It's a crime. And if the child is inside the house, there is already a crime committed. So you do not need a warrant to go in. Puntahan mo sa loob, kunin yung mga bata at isauli mo at the earliest opportunity doon sa mga... Is there anything else that... yung equipment, I will see if si director, both directors can help you out. Pero kung ako, magbigyan lang kitang isang grader, isang tractor siguro, it's province. Huwag ninyong ipahiram sa iba at huwag kayong pumayag na dali ng baskisino ro sa ibang lugar. Kasi masira agad siya. Lalo na yung hindi iyo, siguro niya na. Magamit na, hindi man ito atin, sige lang. Kung sa inyo yan, di alagaan ninyo ng gusto. And I know that you'll be very strict in the handling of this equipment. Just give me kailan din. Kano po ng pera dyan?
Mayor, kung pundo lang, funds are available. Buhok ng mga lingkod, ayaw kunin mo.
Okay lang.
May problema.
So, ganito na lang, send your representatives here. Do not ask them to go to Manila because it's quite, even if you have the money, the traffic will kill you. Pero sa bagay, ngayon, okay naman. Medyo maluwang na raw. I have not been there sa itself, pero maluwang na raw. So yung, ulitin ko, yung projects na maibigay, there is no need for you to go to Manila. Somebody will come back a week after to make the assessment. At kami na bahala nun. I'll follow up the progress of yung galaw ng tao. So, yan man siguro. We build the importante rin para makapasok ang military sa mga barangay, mga equipments. So, Gob, kung masabihin ka pa.
Maraming salamat po, mahal na Presidente. Now, with regards to the LCAC po, me personally, I'm very, very worried kay your term will be ending. Tapos, sayang ang achievement na ginawa natin. Ako, na-experience ko na yung nakalaban ko yung NPA noon, together noong 1986. If you will remember, sir, Mr. President, kayo yung kinuha namin na piskal, yung may hinuli akong si Father Bianchi na pare noon. Kasi under Region 11 pa tayo. Kayo yung piskal po na tumulong sa amin, kami ni Colonel Adan. Pagdating ng 86 to 88, nag-alsamasa po ako. Pero because of that, natalo si Mama. Alam yan ni Secretary Bello, natisban yung alsamasa ko. Na-wanted ako sa NPA. Magpasalamat lang ako sa gobyerno at lalo na sa Philippine Army, pinutuksyonan nila ako. Ipinasok nila ako sa Army for 5 years para maproteksyonan ako. Tapos bumalik ako pagka politiko ng 94. Ngayon na naman, ito na naman, ang dami na namin ginawa rito sa ERCAC. Tinulungan kami ni Senator Bongo. Ang dami ko nang napasurrender. Tapos, ano ang mangyayari na naman sa akin o sa amin na wala na protection sa amin pag natapos ang term mo? Ang request po namin, may continuity. Dapat isa sa administration ang kukontinue ng lahat ng ginawa niyo po, lahat ng achievement. Kasi baka pag iba ang presidente, tanggalin lahat yan, paano na kami? Kailangan may continuity. Kailangan kumbinsihin natin si Inday Sara o Senator Bongo.
Yan lang pala. Inday Sara is not running. I have really put my foot down. Naawa ko sa anak ko. Ang political nito sa kababuyan. Lalo na Trillanes, pati yung anak kong 16 years old, ginawa pa noong drug lord. Ito si, be careful of Trillanes. Be careful of Trillanes. Bantay kayo. He will sell you to the devil. Pag yan nakaupo, patay. Ako, sabi ko sa mga Pilipino, pag na yan ang yung opisyal ninyo, di kayo. Walang ginawa, walang hiya yan. Totoo lang. I'd like to ask again the two generals. Am I assured of the supplies that you have? Can it sustain? DSWD, pati yung iyo.
Yes, sir. As mentioned by the Secretary of DBM, Secretary Busado, we still have the QRF for 2021, which are still largely unutilized yet. In fact, we are still using some of the contingent funds from 2020. So it's just a matter of procuring the needed supplies. DSWD still has stocks, and we will continue to provide the needed services assessed by the various national government agencies here as necessary for the augmentation of the local government units. And the point of convergence, Mr. President, will be the Regional Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council being led by OCD. The director here, Lisa Maso, committed to submit the full report by next week, Mr. President. They are wrapping up the assessment by this week, and they will submit the report to the central office in OCD. And that will include already the identified interventions for the benefit of those areas and populace affected.
Okay. Basta lang assure ako. You have 10, that's the law. You have 1 week to do it. All of you. Padala kayo dito kung may kulang, and if there's anything to be fixed, do it, come back here. If hindi kayo, busy kayo, then send an incompetent, huwag yung imbecile, competent engineer in your office. I will also ask General Apenya siguro to TESDA para tulungan sila. Malaki ang budget ng TESDA eh. They can really help if they want to. UNSID is a very good program. So, mukhang nasabi naman namin lahat, Mayor, and we just have to say our goodbyes. I have to fly back to maglanday po mataglayan lugar. Night flight, not rated. The airport, the 2 airports there are not rated for night flying.